So I'm not really in the mood either today to do anything other than AFK stuff. Again, that's mostly because some real life things have been kind of getting in the way, and I just need to sort of break from that or break from doing something active in RuneScape for a while. So I hope you guys can understand, but it shouldn't affect the schedule of video uploads. Okay, so we just hit 101 cooking. I'll probably at some point in the future make some wines, just to vary it up a little bit. But I think wines are about 200 XP each, and they cost about 8k, so it's about 40 XP per GP. And if it's going all the way to 99 with that method, you're gonna spend a whole lot of money. But anyway, our flips are doing pretty good. So okay, so unfortunately, I made a mistake in my GE offer slot. I insta-bought a lot of an order from which I'm not going to really tell you about because I don't want to kind of ruin my odds of making a profit back on it, maybe overnight. So I think that I'll probably just hold it for now, and yeah, we'll see what happens to its price in the future. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, coming up with content ideas is sort of difficult at this phase. I mean, a lot of this is just sort of AFK skilling, right? We're taking killing some swordfish, or not killing swordfish. We're cooking some swordfish, burning bones, crafting stuff, etc. I mean, it's not a it's more of the same really, but I don't know how much more that I could like keep doing the same stuff over and over again, more or less. But I don't know. I guess I'll just head to reference soon and see if we can get a drop. So I decided actually I'm going to do some flipping in free to play on OSRS. I really have no intention of creating an account or an alt account just to flip in free to play. Besides, I think there's a trade limit, and I'm just thinking about earning a bond on the side while I'm just playing on RuneScape. And yeah, that's basically why I'm flipping on old school. So I actually read a Discord post from this Monday. Looks like there's going to be RuneFest in 2024, so save your date. But yeah, as for RuneFest, I mean, it's it'll be really a pleasure for me to go, but fortunately there's some life circumstances that might keep me from there. But I do hope to travel eventually in the future, not just to London, but also probably a lot of Europe, maybe some other countries too. I don't know. There's Europe, there's North America, and then there's like East Asia and everybody else, which is sort of maybe not too not very well developed touristically. Alright, we've just passed the 1500 revenants killed mark. Very nice, and unfortunately, we still haven't gotten a unique drop yet. Alright, we've killed over 1600 revenants. Still no drop since the last time, but it's still in the work in progress. So I'm really annoyed by the fact that in free to play, the maximum or the highest level cooking urns don't cover swordfish. I really think this needs to change. I mean, it works for every other skill that urns have. I don't know. This is my short little rant about it. But yeah, I mean, as far as cooking goes, the only other thing I can think of is just making wines, which is incredibly expensive. I know I mentioned in a previous clip that I was considering doing maybe just a couple wines every day just for fun, but I don't know. Sort of, again, you just sit here at the portable range and you cook. It's about 200k an hour, so let's see, to get to next level, it's 6 or 7 hours, so it's going to be a bit of a grind. Okay, so I just realized I had a bunch of cut rubies and diamonds in my bank. I've got about 500 in total, so I just bought 600 gold bars to put in the furnace. So yeah, I'm going to be working on that for a couple minutes. So I just realized, after this I'm going back to the Artisan's workshop. I'll have to calculate how much respect I need to get to about 80% and then buy the rune plate bodies for that. I just sold our ruby necklaces. Now, I came back early from crafting the diamond necklaces at because I wanted to check on my flip, but unfortunately it did not go well. It looks like I made a loss if I were to reset the buy and sell prices, but hopefully I'm going to sell overnight. If not, well, might just have to sell off. So this is going to be the last batch of rune plate bodies before I have to go back to the Grand Exchange and buy some more of them. Currently selling about 35% respect, so going for 80. Might get 40. I don't think we'll get 40 in this inventory, but at 4,800 XP each with 10,000 XP per respect, then that's basically going to be take whatever respect I need and then divide it by 0.4. So that's how many plate bodies we'll need. And just mining some rune out while I wait for my flips to sell. I think I already sold off one of my flips for about break even. So there's only the other one which I accidentally insta-bought like a whole bunch of them. So hopefully this should sell by tomorrow and actually make a little bit of profit. So I used up all the rune plate body plus 3s I had in the slow buy order of the GE. I think I bought about 78, about 17 or 18 came through. So I finished up those sets, and I decided to come back and finish up my diamond necklaces. So fortunately, the flip that went wrong yesterday, I actually ended up selling for a little bit under the GE Med price, which means it lost me like a mil or two, but I don't know. Next time, again, I'm not gonna be so quick to put in an order for like the max buy limit. And I probably should have mentioned that I got my full order for the rim plate bodies to get us up to 80% respect. We're currently at 53. Okay, so I just went to the GE to check the one of the offers I made. I thought it was actually a sell offer. It was taking a long time to, I guess, go through, and it was a rising item in price. But you know, as things rise, there's always a risk that could fall down, especially if there's like a history behind it. So, but fortunately, it was just a buy offer, and it was pretty. If it fills in, it's going to be a pretty good margin, but I don't know. We'll have to see. I kind of wish there was more stuff at the Artisan's workshop. Now, back when this place released, it was actually a downstairs area where you could go down, and I think you could make like rail tracks that would be really free smithing XP, although it would be quite slow and usually quite low level. So, unfortunately, well, actually, I gotta check if the ceremonial swords are free to play or not. I don't think they are free to play though. Okay, yeah. So there used to be the ceremonial swords before the mining smithing rework in 2019. And that you basically just sort of had to kind of figure out what sort of, or how hard to hit a metal piece to create a sword that had certain designs, and the closer you got to the design, the more XP you got. But there is actually an event around here for members. It's not free play, unfortunately. It's something also called ceremonial swords, but yeah, so it's just pay to play. And I also think in the past here, there's some sort of like dwarf, I don't know, this guy maybe here who would just shout out what sorts of burial armor you need to make. Basically, I mean, you could just choose whatever burial armor you wanted, but if you chose the one that he told you to make, then it would get you free XP. But again, unfortunately, I think with the smithing and mining rework, that's no longer the case. But it would have been a great way to change up our training. Actually, after I finish the Artisan's Workshop, I might just actually train here as an alternate money maker. Like, for example, you create round arrowheads for about 11k profit per bar, but it takes a couple minutes to get that 11k. So it's not the fastest, but it's probably an option. Okay, so I just realized you can actually cook lobsters with the cooking urn at level 40. Now, if you use the urns, you just multiply 120 XP per lobster by 1.2. It's about 144, which is also slightly more than a swordfish. So I think though cooking lobsters is a bit more expensive because again it's also slightly faster. But I think that I'm not really starting to regret dropping those cooking urns I made several days ago. So there's that. And never mind, the lobsters don't work with cooking urns, so I'll take that back. So it definitely looks like we're going to get 104 smithing before we finish up all our rune plate bodies, at least for going for the 100% respect after we get our 80%. Alright, we just sold off our diamond necklaces for 1.04 mil. Okay, so I was just going back to my Granite Exchange log history, and I was looking for the place where I bought bow logs for 18 GP. I bought about 1,400 of them, and they all sold for 901. But unfortunately, in my case, it doesn't show where I bought the 1,391 from the Grand Exchange at 18 coins. It just says that this is the most recent willow log bought. As you can see, it sold for 901. So it's really strange that it didn't show how much actually bought. At least maybe it's because the willow logs just sold for so little. So I don't know. Maybe that's why. All right, we just used up our last inventory of rune plate body plus 3s, and now we can buy the Psalmsmith 4. Let's go ahead and buy that. Now finally, we just need the Psalmsmith 5, and we'll be done here. I think we're about 2/3 of the way. We got 200% respect from our previous four unlocks, and then we have the 100k after 100 respect after this. And we're just gonna leave in our final order. We're gonna get in total 204 rune plate body plus 3, going from 2% to 98, 2% to 100% respect. It's gonna be about 204. You just divide again 980,000 divided by 4,800, which is the amount of XP you get per rune plate body. And yeah, we got 24 so far. So I'm just going to AFK some cooking while I wait for the food to come outside my house. Normally there's a 2-hour window which I have to be ready, but I have some text notifications, so if they do show up soon, then I wouldn't be doing something like Revenants where I need to kind of pay attention. So, but yeah, I think that's going to be the end of this video. If you liked it, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, if you comment that you've subscribed in the comment section, I'll personally respond to your comment, whether it's a question, feedback, or suggestion. Again, thank you all for watching. Again, please do leave those likes, comments, and subscriptions. And I'll see you on the next episode. Take care.